We are under the lights this evening as we get you set for another edition of Baseball on the Show. Tonight, an intriguing matchup between the Toronto Blue Jays and the Chicago White Sox. White Sox baseball is next. Joe Horgan will be on the mound for the series opener. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, Matt, we're getting a chance to look at a guy that's really struggled lately. ERA over 5 in his last 3 starts, so he's going to have to really improve on that one. Too many base runners, too many hits, and too many walks. He needs to get off to a good start and maybe throw up a 0 in the first inning.
Into the box now, Aaron Hill, and we are set for baseball here this evening. First offering on its way. First pitch of the ball game misses here, and that's how we begin this 4-game weekend set.
First pitch, 7-11.
The 1-0. And back-to-back pitches out of the zone to begin the evening. It's 2-0 now. And it's 2 balls and a strike to the Jays leadoff batter. And a good pitch there as this ball swung on and popped straight up the chute right around home plate. And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1.
Batting second, the designated hitter, Edwin Encarnacion.
Edwin Encarnacion to the plate now. And as you check out his righty-lefty splits, no surprise that he hits better against southpaws than he does against right-handers. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Encarnacion is really a well-balanced hitter. That doesn't seem to matter whether he's facing a right-hander or a lefty. He makes a lot of loud contact either way, which is quite rare in today's game.
Yeah, you can tell this guy really pays attention, puts time in the cage, studies the video, seems to always have a game plan, and is not off balance too much.
And Chicago is a far cry from the 90s all spring training. 48 degrees our game time temperature. Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. Over at the knees, and that's the second strike. So let's take a look at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate, Rusty Valentine.
Hey, you know, D-Row, Rusty Valentine, he's known for having a high and a low strike zone, but he's pretty good east and west. You better keep it on the corners.
Yeah, I'm okay with Rusty's zone, without question. You know he's going to elevate. It's north-south, so you're aware of it. As a veteran player, you can live with that.
Now this will rattle up against the wall. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
He got the pitch he wanted, and he didn't miss it right there. Hammer job.
Standing in now, George Bell, as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. Batting average down in the low 210s. 9 homers and 22 RBIs. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now. 0-2. Encarnacion leads off second with 1 gone in the inning. A ball and 2 strikes now. Breaking ball, and he gets him to chase it in the dirt. And the throw is made to record the second out of the inning.
Good pitch there, and that was a nice job by his battery mate to complete the play first after the ball hit the dirt.
At the plate, Jose Batista, runner in scoring position with two gone. Here's the first pitch to him. One and one. One and one. Here it is. Two balls and two strikes now. Two and two. Here it is.
You would think in this situation, maybe with a base open, he'd just pitch around him and put him on first. But not with the guy in the on-deck circle. He's going to attack this hitter.
Payoff pitch on its way. And a good fastball swung on and missed for strike three, and the inning is over. Blue Jays held in check. Now it's the White Sox turn in a scoreless ball game. Aaron Sanchez gets the call for game one of the series. What do you have for us on him, Danny?
Hey, this guy pitched really well in his last outing, only allowing one run. If he brings that kind of stuff to the ballpark, he has a chance to pitch another gem in this one.
Now at the plate, Ray Durham. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first.
Leading off for the White Sox, the second baseman, Ray
The pitch.
Durham.
Look, guys, as the Jays take the field here tonight, they come in off another victory last time out, and now they're winners of 8 of their last 9 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, a lot of things trending in the right direction for this team. They won their last game, they scored a bunch of runs, and let's see if they continue that today.
And he falls behind 0-2. Sanchez has over 40 innings on his line so far, and in that time he's compiled a whip under 1.3. Translation, he's better than league average in that category. And he fouls this one off. A windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a pitch down that swung on and sent to second base. And there's one down now.
Batting second, no left fielder, number 9.
Ready now for the White Sox, Minnie Minoso. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And it's fouled away. One out, nobody on. Good changeup, and it's 0-2. Checked his swing there. Did he go around? No, says the first base umpire. Ball 1. Didn't miss by much there, but it's just a bit high.
Well, 2 straight fastballs inside haven't put him away. So now it'll be interesting to see what he turns to.
Takes this the other way to right. And that's into the outfield for a 1-out base hit.
Hey, the leadoff man wasn't able to do his job, but the number 2 hitter came through right there with the single, setting the table for the big boys.
Into the box now, Frank Thomas, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. The 1-0 home is swung on and missed, and that's strike one. Runners on first with one down. Drilled right back up the middle. Scooped up. A bare hand for one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. And ending in the books tonight, still scoreless here on the show. Into the box now, Carlos Delgado is back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Here's the first pitch to him. This is hit the other way out toward left field. Minoso has it, and it's a quick out, number one.
Batting fifth, the catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Coming to the plate now, Russell Martin, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. Now the pitch. Lifted in the air toward the line and right. And foul.
You're lucky if you get one pitch a night right down the middle. Cannot be late on that fastball.
A bouncer to the left side. Reined in. Throw to Thomas is in time for the out. Josh Donaldson digging in now. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. First delivery to him on the way. A ball and no strikes. No score here as we play inning number 2. That evens it up 1-1. Now here it comes.
Count is 2-1.
And the inning goes away in unceremonious fashion on a swing and a miss at a ball way outside the strike zone. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. So now it'll be the 4-hole hitter, Ordonez, and you can see his home road splits there. He has not fared very well in front of the home crowd, oddly enough. First offering on its way.
Hey, a changeup can be a pretty good pitch on the first pitch. Kind of slow down a good fastball hitter.
Now a good pitch around the knees, but it doesn't quite catch the bottom of the zone. And they'll run this one in on him, and he can't connect, so he finds himself down 1-2 now.
Boy, that's a jam shot right there. That's as good as it gets, in my opinion. Woo, up and in.
And that's high for a ball. It's 2-2.
That was a tempting pitch to swing at right there. A big power guy like this really wants something that he can elevate and drive out of the ballpark.
And they really bunch him up on that one as he swings and misses for the first out.
Oh, I love watching a pitcher that can run a good hard fastball in on a guy's hands and completely lock him up. That's such a tough pitch to do anything with. If you can locate your fastball there consistently, you're going to have a lot of success as a pitcher.
So here's Jose Abreu, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. And it's quickly 0-2. Bottom of the second here with no score. 0-2 is a fastball that misses inside. 1-2 now.
Love the high heater right there to raise the hitter's sights. Let's see if he buries something in the dirt right here.
And it's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
He started this guy backwards, couple of off-speed pitches early, followed by back-to-back heaters. He can go either way he wants to go right now.
But taken in over at first for the second out, as that might have been extra bases if it were 3 feet higher.
Third baseman.
So bases are empty here with 2 gone, and standing in a power threat in Todd Frazier, the third baseman. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And he gets ahead here with the fastball. Strike 1.
Wouldn't mind the pitcher expanding the zone a little bit more and using his aggressiveness against him.
Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2.
I know this guy has a lot of weapons on the mound, but what makes him so successful is that he's aggressive in the zone, getting ahead, forcing action.
Now a fastball runs inside and drills him. Oh, that's gotta hurt.
You know, with 2 outs and nobody on, that's the last thing you want to do on the mound. That really gives the opposition some hope that they can do something with this inning.
Now at the plate, Joe Jackson. It was an 0-for-4 day for him in yesterday's loss. First pitch of the at-bat. Taken off the outside as the breaking ball couldn't catch the corner. Jackson, a native of South Carolina. He's a 9-year major league vet.
Yeah, Matty, no kidding right there. I'll tell you what, the grind to get to the big leagues is so hard. Guys just want to spend a month, a day in the big leagues. So to put yourself here for 12 years screams to your ability to adjust and be a great teammate.
Now the 2-0. Fouled off. Sanchez, he's the kind of pitcher that a lot of pitching coaches and managers really appreciate, and that he rarely issues the free pass. He's a strike thrower.
Yeah, Matty V, and I think every pitching coach and every manager loves to have a guy like this on his staff. He won't beat himself. He'll make you put the ball in play, and he's not afraid to get his defense allowed. He's a pitch-to-contact guy, and that's one of the keys why he's been able to be such a good pitcher at this level.
Fouled away. Another 2-2 offering. Grounder down the line at third, but a foul ball as it holds it 2-2. From the belt, the pitch. This is line to left, and that's in there. Base hit.
Boy, what looked like a quick inning, gets the first 2 out, then a hit by pitch, and a single to keep things going.
Yeah, you never know what's going to start a rally. Take one for the boys. Hit by pitch right there. Now a couple good ABs, and we're on the board.
At the plate now, A.J. Pierzynski, as he'll take a look at ball 1. 2s all over the place. 2 on, 2 out, and of course, here in inning number 2. One and 0. Here it is.
A time to start making some quality pitches. He finds himself in a tough spot behind an account with guys on base.
Here's the 2-0. Now a swing and a ball popped in the air back behind short, and the 2-out threat will not come to pass as the inning is over. No runs, a hit, 2 left. We'll go now to the top of the third, and we are tied 0-0.
Welcome back to the south side of Chicago, where the hometown White Sox have given these fans a lot to cheer about from the mound this season. They come into this one among the league leaders in both team ERA and walks allowed, something members of the pitching staff told me they take a lot of pride in. They told me how important it is in today's game to not give up any freebies, because with so many teams and players swinging for the home run, it's absolutely crucial to avoid having guys on base if someone does connect. Now that makes perfect sense, guys, but we all know it's easier said than done, so they've got a lot to be proud of.
Thank you, Heidi.
Well.
First delivery to him on the way. Vernon Wells is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
Hey, curveball that kind of backed up on him right there. Might have popped out of his hand just a little bit earlier than he intended.
Hit down the line at first. Fielded cleanly. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
Batting up.
Next to bat for Toronto, Tony Batista. And the home-away splits tell us he's actually quite a bit better hitting on the road than he is at home. First pitch on its way. Fastball just misses. That's ball one. Count even now at 1-1. Here's the pitch. Broken bat as this ball's hit on the ground. He's got it, and an off-balance throw is in time as he takes one away. Wow. Standing in, Aaron Hill, his last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Here's the first pitch to him. Strike taken as that one crosses over the inside part of the plate.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
Cold strike on the outside part of the plate. 0-2. Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive.
He was looking for a swing and a miss breaker right there, but left that one in the zone that got fouled off.
And here's a fastball on 0-2, but it misses. 1-2 now. Third inning, no score to this point. And a fastball called strike 3, and the side is retired. Blue Jays go down in order. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Striding in, Louis Aparicio, and he is proving to be something of a non-threat with the bat in his hands this year. The average isn't pretty. Weak grounder down the line at third, but this is foul for the first strike. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. And he takes strike 2. Hit back up the middle. Reined in. Throw on to first, and one shortstop grounds out to the other. One away. Now batting, Ray Durham. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Fooled him with that one as he's way out in front.
Hey, if this guy's able to execute that two-seamer down and away consistently, he's going to get a lot of swing and misses. He's going to get a lot of weak contact. He might even get it.
And that'll just sneak past his outstretched arm, a base hit.
Man, I watched Chipper Jones for years, one of the best switch hitters of all time, work on his craft under the tunnel. It's not easy to put the time in, but bottom line is, one of the reasons why they do it is the ability to work the whole field. Clearly, he's been putting in that work, and it paid off right there.
Stepping in now, Minnie Minoso. As he'll take a look at a pitch too low. It's ball one. Here's a look over to first, and he has to dive, but he's back in easily. The set and the 1-0 pitch. Off the outside that time as the breaking ball can't catch the zone. Two and one.
I tip my hat to the batter right there for taking that pitch. Most guys would have definitely been swinging in that situation. 2-0 fastball, but that was not in the zone he was looking for. Move on to the next pitch.
Out in front as this is skied in the air to straightaway left. Bell will drift over to his right a few steps as he takes it for the second out. So a runner at first with 2 away, and here is the big hurt Frank Thomas. From the belt, kicks and deals. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time as he steals second. So he swipes second successfully, but you have to wonder now if that might actually end up taking the bat out of the hands of one of their better hitters.
Well, that's a good point, Matt, but I'd be a little surprised if that's the case. It's still early and the game is tied, so that would be a pretty cautious move to pitch around him here or just walk him flat out.
Comes set, the 0-1.
This guy uses that two-seamer to set up his other pitches. Two-seamer in, breaking ball away.
Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. 2-1 the count to the White Sox first baseman. And he comes back with a pitch right down the middle for strike 2.
That's a pitch he'd like to have back. You're not going to see very many pitches like that from a pitcher of this quality. I'm sure he'd like to have that one back to take a swing at it.
Ball 3. 3-2 now.
If you're at the plate right now, you have to realize who's on deck. I guarantee you something's over the heart of the plate. You have to be aggressive in the zone right here.
The payoff pitch. Hit hard on the ground at first. And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. On now to the top of inning number 4. And we are tied 0-0. Edwin Encarnacion now. He'll try to get it going here to begin the 4th.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
And 2-0 as this one's taken low.
Wow, that's what a veteran hitter will do, right? Takes 2 really good pitches, both just missing the strike zone, and puts himself into a good 2-0 hitter's count.
3-0 now.
To be honest with you, I'm a little bit more afraid of the guy on deck than the guy that's up right now. If I'm on the mound, I want this guy up right now. He's the guy that's got to beat me.
Swinging on 3-0. Now 3 balls and a strike. This is on the ground over to first. Oh, a diving effort as it's off his glove. On the recovery throw is in time to get the out at first. What a heads-up play. Digging in for his second at-bat, George Bell. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer.
Now the 1-0. There's a fastball that misses.
You can see this guy's more focused at the plate right now. In that first AB, he went down on strikes.
Hit hard but fouled as this ends up over by the first base dugout. The 2-1 is swung on and missed, and that's strike 2. Pitching has the upper hand early as we're scoreless in inning number 4. And that misses, so it's a full count, 3-2. And that is swung on and missed. He's down on strikes, and the first two are retired here to begin inning number 4.
With how hard guys throw these days, 94 miles an hour is good, but not as impressive as it used to be. Professional hitters can catch up with that, so it's all about setting the fastball up with good off-speed stuff to make it look more effective, and that's exactly what he did right there.
Into the box, Jose Bautista, as he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. And he'll look at a fastball just off the black, and it's even at 1. Fastball called strike 1 and 2. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the game for Toronto. Swing and a miss as the slider sets him down for the final out of the inning. 1, 2, 3 go the Blue Jays. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. At the plate, Ordonez. He's 0 for 1 thus far.
The right fielder, number 30.
First offering on its way. Up and in here as he had to bend out of danger.
This guy's been throwing the ball great so far, but he's going to be tested here. 4, 5, and 6 coming up this part of the lineup.
And he'll just fight this one off as it's chopped foul. Now the 1-1 pitch.
Halfway to the plate, this hitter's wondering why he even pulled the trigger on that. His hands feel like he's being stung by wasps right now.
Just a bit high with the fastball, but didn't get the call. And he'll try to take control of the inside part of the plate with the fastball as he backs him off a bit.
Most good pitchers know that they have to work inside and sometimes even come off the plate to keep hitters from getting comfortable up there. I think that was part of the intent with that last pitch.
And that misses for ball 4. It's a leadoff walk that starts the bottom of the 4th.
And I'm sure the manager is just fine with that. I mean, it's better to battle a slugger like that to the end and end up walking him than serving one up, or he can really hurt you.
Stepping up to the plate, Jose Abreu hit it hard but lined out in his first at-bat.
Yeah, Matty, it's always a little frustrating when you square one up. You hit a solid line drive like he did, and all you have to show for it is a jog back to the dugout. That can get in your head for a little while.
No runs, 3 hits, and no errors so far for the White Sox. Into the corner and slicing foul. 1-1. Takes a pass and misses. That's strike 2. Swing and a miss as he couldn't connect on the 2-seamer, and that's out number 1.
That was a good job tying him up inside on that strikeout pitch. It wasn't even in the strike zone, but with the hitter protecting with 2 strikes, that's the kind of pitch you can get him to offer at, and he's probably not going to do much with it when he does make contact.
Here's Todd Frazier now, as he will take strike 1 on the fastball here. No balls and a strike. That batting average hovering in the high 230s. 5 homers and a dozen RBIs. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. Line drive to center field. In there, a base hit. Long throw to third.
You'll only see about 10 of these pitches a year. The changeup on a tee in the middle of the plate. But tip your hat to the batter right there. He did not come unglued, stayed within himself, and drove it for a base hit.
At the plate, Joe Jackson, as he'll take a look at a high strike that time. It's 0-1. Looking at his lifetime numbers, Jackson possesses a slugging percentage above the .450 mark, so he's capable of running into one here. And he misses with it, 1-1.
That's not a bad pitch right there. That two-seamer moving away from a left-handed hitter. Didn't get the strike, but I like the idea behind the pitch.
1-2 now.
This is a situation where the offensive player just needs to do his job. Take inventory, infield back, get you a ground ball somewhere in the infield, preferably off the corners, and get your team a lead.
Just a bit low. Tough call, but it's 2-2. A bouncer up the middle. Scooped up. Only play is going to be at first, so that'll go as an RBI that brings home the opening marker of the ball game.
Really good job of putting the ball in play right there. Even though it wasn't a base hit, it does bring the go-ahead run for his team.
Standing in, A.J. Pierzynski. He flew out in his last at-bat. First pitch of the at-bat. And a ball, 1-0. That's wide, 2-0.
Now you can see he's working around this guy right here. Why not? First base is open. Walk wouldn't be the worst thing in this spot.
Runner in scoring position at second with 2 down. 2 balls and a strike.
Boy, what a time to pull the string on him. On 2-0, there's no way anyone's thinking changeup. So if you can locate it, that's pretty much unhittable.
The set and the 2-1. Tried to crush that ball and now perhaps needs to shorten up with 2 strikes. This one misses, and that'll fill the count here. 3-2 with 2 away.
For the guy on the mound, this is one of those innings where nothing comes easy. He's thrown a bunch of pitches, and this AB hasn't been any different. Definitely laboring at the moment.
He's set. The 3-2. Weak grounder down the first baseline. But this will get foul, so they'll do it again. 3-2. And he comes back with a fastball. Strike 3 called, and the inning is over. White Sox pick up just the 1. We played 4 full. It's the White Sox 1, the Jays nothing. Welcome back to the South Side as we check in with Heidi.
Thanks, Matt. In between innings, I was able to catch up with the manager of the Blue Jays to discuss his thoughts on his team's lineup so far. And he told me, overall, he's not happy with the at-bats they're putting together. They've only managed 1 base runner in this game, so it's easy to see why he said they haven't shown much fight today. He's hoping to see someone step up and find a way to get something going, though. This game isn't out of hand, so it remains to be seen if they can snap out of this funk and climb back into this one.
All right, thanks, Heidi.
The first baseman.
All set for the start of the inning, and here comes the first baseman, Carlos Delgado. Now here's the pitch. Up and away to start the inning. It's 1-0. And a good heater as he just watches this baby. A ball and a strike. The 1-1 is in there for strike number 2. Just off the outside as he can't catch the corner. Hit on the ground out to short. He's got it. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
The catcher, number 55, Russell Martin.
Stepping in for the Jays, Russell Martin. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. First delivery to him on the way. And he fouls this one off. Martin, just 21 years of age. He was a 17th round pick during the 2002 draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest superstars in our sport. I am very impressed with what this guy's been able to accomplish.
A 1-2 count to the Blue Jays signal caller. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ordonez is there, 2 down. Here's the third baseman, Josh Donaldson. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
First pitch coming. Here it is. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Count now a ball and a strike. 2 out, nobody on. At the letters, but called high. It's a ball. Two and two.
Hey, offense needs to check itself right here. They need to make this starter a little bit more uncomfortable. 1 strike away from 5 shutout innings.
3-2 now. And it's fouled away. No walks yet. Here's the delivery. This pitch is popped up. Thomas in foul ground makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. 5 innings have been no problem as he's got the shutout working. Home half of the 5th coming up. It's the White Sox 1, the Jays nothing. Stepping in, Louis Aparicio comes into this at bat 0 for 1 in the ball game.
Louis Aparicio.
First pitch of the at bat on its way. Some action out in the bullpen. Couple of right-handers starting to loosen up. The 1-0 is offered at and missed for the first strike. That's softly hit to right. Will that get down? Hill stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
The batter, number 5.
Back to the top of the White Sox lineup now, and stepping in, Ray Durham. He's 1 for 2 in the ball game. He's ready. Here's the first offering.
0-1's the count.
The windup and the 0-1.
Nope, ball 1.
Bases are empty. 1 man out. This one's down to third. Oh, look at the sliding stop. Just late. He's safe. Outstanding effort, but he can't get the out. So there'll be a runner aboard with 1 gone.
You know, D-Row, as a pitcher, that could be so frustrating. You're taught to try to go out there and make quality pitches, and that was a really good pitch. And I would be willing to bet you he's surprised that that turned into an infield single.
Yeah, at the end of the day, he's smiling. That hitter's smiling, running down first base, knowing he's got an infield single right there. He has no business. He'll line out probably 15 times, but it won't even out. You take him when you can get him.
Now a throw over. Runner back safely. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Minnie Minoso is in now as he watches a pitch for ball 1. Now the 1-0. Runners off for second. On a line to shortstop. Now a throw behind the runner, and it's in time to get him. And that, folks, is the danger of the hit and run. Nothing doing here for the White Sox. They lead it 1-0. Digging in, Vernon Wells will start things out in their half of the sixth as they look to shake things up here for a lineup that, quite frankly, has been non-existent to date.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've been completely overmatched to this point. One hit through 5 innings. I mean, what else can you say about the pitching they faced other than it's been fantastic? We'll see if that continues as we approach the later inning.
Here comes the first pitch. A ball and no strikes. 2-0.
Hey, always a good idea to take a couple of pitches when you're facing a young arm like this one. And now he's put himself in a real good hitter's count.
The 2-0 is in there for strike one.
Nasty 2-0 slider right there for a strike. No shame in tipping your hat.
Now a swing and a fly ball. And it's a foul ball. 2-2 count. Here it comes. Swung on and missed. He didn't even come close to contact on a ball way out of the zone. 1 out.
He's just ringing up strikeouts left and right. But what's really impressive to me, he hasn't walked anyone either. He's just pounding the zone. His stuff is dirty today.
So now to the plate, Tony Batista, as he's well in front of the curveball and comes up empty there for strike one. He's 0 for 1 after grounding out in his only trip to the plate so far. On its way, the 0-1 pitch. And there's ball 1.
1-0.
Skied into straightaway right. Ordonez is back in plenty of time to put this away, however, and there are 2 gone.
The batter, number 2.
And now back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Stepping in, Aaron Hill. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch.
Hey, it's not always about filling up the strike zone all the time every inning. He's pitching well as we're moving into the middle innings, but interestingly, less than 50% of his first pitches have been for strikes.
Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pulled high in the air out to left field. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. It remains 1-0. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and in steps Big Frank.
The first baseman, Frank Thomas.
First delivery to him on the way. Pulled the fastball down a little too much there. That's ball 1. First 2 pitches off the mark here. It's 2-0.
Like to see him be looking to the opposite field with this next swing. Pitcher's trying to work you away.
High and deep down the left field line. And that will end up a foul ball. And he couldn't get on top of it as this has popped up behind shortstop. Batista backs up a bit and he takes charge for the first out.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop out. Well executed pitch there.
And now here's the cleanup hitter for the White Sox, Ordonez. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball one. Here's Donaldson down at third. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. Scorched to third. And that's the second out.
Now batting.
Digging in once again, Jose Abreu. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, and kind of shocked he got blown away with a fastball. You could tell he was late on that one. And we'll see if he tries to cheat to something this AB.
Started to go around, but it's ruled strike one anyway.
Hey, this guy's got to be pretty proud of what he's done so far. It's never easy to pitch on the road, but to have this kind of outing in a ballpark that is notoriously known as being hitter friendly, it's been a treat to watch.
A ball and a strike now to Jose Abreu. Can't keep the weight back, and he falls behind 1-2. Here it comes. Fly ball out toward left center field. Long run for the center fielder. He can't get there, so the inning will continue. And he is into second with a 2-out double.
Everyone knows that this guy's numbers are not where he wants them to be so far this year, but you never know by that swing. He looked fluid and confident driving that pitch for a double. We'll see if that gets him going a bit.
To the plate now, Todd Frazier. Popped him up. Martin is there. No trouble with this one, and the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. Thursday Night Baseball rolls on. We'll have more after this. Digging in to try it again, Edwin Encarnacion. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Well above the letters with the fastball that time. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Late swing, but he's still able to get a lot of this one out toward deep right field. That one is out of here. This game is tied. So a solo home run for Edwin Encarnacion. 12 home runs for him now thus far, as the Blue Jays are even now at 1 run apiece.
What a great feeling right there as he circles the pillows. Finally able to get this offense potentially going with one swing of the bat. Being shut out all game, but not anymore.
Into the box now, George Bell. As he connects on the first pitch with a fly ball to center. In comes the center fielder. He gets there and makes the play for the first out. So here's the cleanup hitter, Jose Bautista. Here comes the first pitch. There's a fastball called for a strike on the inside corner. Fouled off. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1-2.
He didn't look overly fooled right there because a lot of pitchers will go to the breaking stuff 0-2, but he certainly looked ready for a breaker on that pitch.
The 1-2.
He might have to look for a different way to put this guy away on 2-2. He's already seen the curveball a couple of times, so he might be looking for it.
Fouled away. Now a little pop-up off toward the first base side. And he'll lunge out of the crouch to make the play for out number 2.
That's exactly what they wanted out of that pitch up in the zone. They took him up the ladder, and he couldn't get up to it. So that was an easy pop-out. Well-executed pitch there.
Ready now, Carlos Delgado. First pitch of the at-bat.
Hey, sometimes you have to look at it like it's not how or how many. Pitching very well into this one into the late innings, and his first pitch strike percentage less than 50%. He'd like it to be a lot higher than that. He's making it very difficult on himself, but he's still getting outs.
And he misses there. 1-2. 2 out, nobody on. And he struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join us for the traditional 7th inning stretch.
And we're back for the bottom of the 7th as we check in with Heidi Watney.
Thanks, Matt. I had a chance to talk with White Sox manager Rick Renteria between innings about his thoughts on his lineup's performance. And one thing he stressed to me was the need for them to have better at-bats when they've got runners on base. They've had their opportunities with runners in scoring position, but still have 0 hits to show for it in those situations. He said repeatedly not coming through with a big hit can wear on you as a team, but in this sport, you have to dwell on the positives. He's confident they'll find a way to break through sooner or later.
Number 23.
All right, Heidi, thank you. Brandon Morrow gets the call from the pen to take over on the mound and start the home 7th. Bottom of the inning now, and next to bat will be the outfielder, Joe Jackson. Here's the first pitch to him. Tried to check it, and it's 0-1. Big swing and a miss at the fastball, and he's behind in the count 0-2. Inside, as that perhaps will back him off a bit. 1-2. Pitch on the way. And that's going to be high. 2-2 now. Swing, and he popped him up over in foul territory back behind third. There to take it in is Donaldson for the first out. Coming to the plate now, A.J. Pierzynski. He got called out on strikes his last time through.
Yeah, Matty, and hopefully he got it out of his system. Especially now, he's got to bear down. He gets the 2 strikes in this spot, has to put the ball in play.
Sent out to straightaway center field. Wells is there now, and he has it. 2 gone.
The batter, number 11.
Now at the plate, Louis Aparicio. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Swing and a liner. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. Well, it took him till the 7th, but he gets his first hit of the game here, and that'll extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he didn't come out of what he was trying to do all day, Dan. Kept the front shoulder tough, kept the ice water in his veins, and didn't try and get too big. Extends the hitting streak. Nice job.
You know, D-Row, I talked to him before the game about the streak, and he said the toughest part is he hopes to get hits early in the game to take the pressure off. He had to wait to the 7th inning in this one to come through.
So far, 2 for 3 in this one. The 1-0 home.
the count. 2-2.
2 out with the possible go-ahead run at first. And this is popped up near second base. Batista is there, and the side is retired. White Sox leave one, still tied 1 apiece. Esteban Loaiza will come on in relief now as he'll make his 10th appearance of the season.
Number 48, Esteban Loaiza.
Settling in now, Russell Martin. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far.
The catcher, Russell Martin.
First pitch of the at-bat. And he lays off there 1-0. Looked like a slider perhaps, but it missed badly, and it's 2-0. Oh, and he took a big swing at that one as this is driven out to deep left center field. Minoso is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1. There's a look at the final line for the White Sox starter. He was on point from the get-go this evening.
One of the big keys to having a good pitching performance is not being afraid to throw the ball into the strike zone. And this guy certainly wasn't in this one. Didn't allow a walk all game long.
Stepping in now, Josh Donaldson. He swings and hits it foul off to the right and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. A 1 pitch on its way. Loaiza stands 6'2" and throws from the right side. This is his first year at the big league level. Now the 1-1 pitch is a check swing, but he clearly went around that time. The 1-2. And this is hit hard to the right side. Foul. The 1-2. Hit on the ground out to short. Reined in. Throw to Thomas is in time for the out. Now to the plate, Vernon Wells. It's been an 0 for 2 effort for him to this point. First pitch on its way. And he swings through a fastball and doesn't catch up with it. It's 0-1.
Well, he kind of tipped his hand right there. His approach is obviously sitting on the off speed because he was so late on that first pitch heater.
Little too much bite on the slider that time, taken outside. Turned on that one and crushed it. Just pulled it a little foul. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. This is hit high in the air out toward left center. Left fielder giving chase. He's there to track it down, and that'll end the inning. 1-2-3 go the Blue Jays. Score remains tied 1-1. Stepping into the box, Minnie Minoso has got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point.
The left fielder, number 9.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Well, it looked like the fastball got away from him there. Can't get around quick enough, and that'll move the count to 1-1. And now a pitch on the way.
2 balls, 1 strike, count.
Hit to first. Scooped up. And he'll step on first himself for the out.
The first baseman.
So digging in now, Frank Thomas. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch on its way. And Morrow uses the fastball to get ahead. It's 0-1. And the check swing here, but he pretty clearly broke the plane, and it's 0-2 now. 1 out, nobody on. 1-2 to Frank Thomas. Sliced hard on the ground. Oh, and he has some trouble with it. Then it goes to first, and it's not in time. Cutting it close here, but he comes through in the 8th to extend his hitting streak.
Yeah, and he was staring at his last at-bat right there, or probably his last at-bat. Would have been tough to get him another AB in this one, but he's able to get it done.
Hey, better late than never, and I'm sure when he walked into that batter's box right there, he's thinking, this very well could be my last AB of this game, so if I'm going to keep this streak alive, I'm going to have to do it right now.
He's set, and the pitch. Ordonez comes on with 1 away as he looks at a ball. It's 1-0.
Good spot to be in right now as a hitter. Count your favor, 1-0. Good time to get a fastball and turn it loose.
And that's too high, ball 2.
2-0 to a guy with this kind of pop, you better be awfully careful because he's going to be swinging out of his shoes.
On the ground to short. Could this be 2? The second for 1. On to first as they get the double play to get him out of the inning. Good guys held in check here. Score remains deadlocked at 1. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Tony Batista to go to work trying to do something about breaking this 1-1 tie. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Here we go with inning number 9 as the first pitch misses for ball 1. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0. Pitch on the way. There's a swing, and he sends a ball high in the air into left field. Minoso is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. So the batting order turns over now and set to go Aaron Hill. From the stretch, here's the pitch.
Nope. Count 1-0.
The 1-0 home is laid off, but in there for strike 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. One and 2 now as that one's fouled off. Now a fastball awfully close, but he doesn't get the call. It's 2-2 now. Here's a chopper to first. And he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Striding into the box, Edwin Encarnacion.
Yeah, that last at bat, Danny, he turned that fastball around. He didn't hit it a ton. He didn't hit it a country mile. But, hey, listen, a home run is a home run.
And that's inside for a ball, 1-0. There's a good breaking ball as it gets the bottom of the zone. And he gets a piece of this one to foul it toward the backstop. Here's the 1-2.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 out, nobody on. And he strikes him out on a good pitch, so 1 run can win it as we head to the bottom of the inning. Pretty painless half of the inning, all told. The White Sox with a chance to walk it off as we go to the last of the ninth. All set for the bottom of the ninth. And digging in is the veteran DH, Jose Abreu. First delivery to him on the way.
1-0.
Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. The 1-0.
0-2. 2 balls, no strikes. Ball, that game.
When you're playing close games like this, base runners mean everything, so he can ill afford to start giving away free passes.
Three balls and a strike to the Chicago leadoff hitter. Too close for comfort, and he did a good job just to make contact. Count still full, 3-2. Another full count pitch home. Line drive to left. And that falls in for a solid base hit, his second of the night. So that puts the leadoff man aboard to get the inning underway.
Leadoff base hit to start the bottom of the ninth inning right here. Everybody in the dugout on their feet, top stepping it. We're going to see if he works a bunt, hit and run. I don't know. Maybe he's swinging for the gap and he gets to be the hero himself.
Standing in now, Todd Frazier, as the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. The winning run is at first base. The 0-1. Swing and a miss on the slider, and he's quickly behind 0-2. Did a good job to shorten up and protect the plate, and he'll have another shot at it here. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he'll take the fastball here inside off the plate. It's 1-2. Oh, it's on the ground to second. Did he get his double play? On to first, and yet another double play. Their fourth of the night, and there are quickly 2 gone here.
Well, it was a promising start with the leadoff man on in a tie ball game, but there's nothing like a double play ball to change the course of an inning.
At the plate, Joe Jackson. First pitch of the at-bat. Ball 1.
Inside, ball 1.
Grounded down the third baseline, but a foul ball. 1-1. 1-1 the pitch. Looks like he swung it underwater that time for strike 2. And he popped him up over toward the left side of the infield. And Donaldson will put this away, and that retires the side. So they can't get that winning run home, and that means we'll have to go a little longer tonight to find a winner. 9 can't decide a winner. We'll move ahead to the 10th, all tied at 1-1. Stepping up now, George Bell. He'll start things out here in a tie ball game. And the pitch. Popped him up. Durham moving to his left. Makes the play, one away. Stepping into the box, Jose Batista. From the stretch. Rolled slowly down the third baseline, but a foul ball here, 0-1. Hit on the ground down the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike two. 0-2 count, and the pitch. There's a line drive out toward the gap in right center. He's around first, heading for two. And he is into second base with one away as the go-ahead run.
Hey, guys, that's a well-executed slider down the way right there. The batter just did an amazing job of staying inside the baseball and driving it the other way.
And time will be called here, as with the important go-ahead run at second base, they'll opt to go and get a little more speed out there. Striding in once again, Carlos Delgado.
Not much in the way of productivity from him so far, but he's got a chance to come through here in a crucial spot.
Yeah, it's time now that he has to put the rest of those bats behind him, because none of that matters if he can clutch up when it really counts.
Here's the first pitch. Yanked high and deep down the line in right. And it's a foul ball. The 0-1. Left side, but well foul. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with one away. Another one sent foul. Good job of holding up on the low ball there, and it's 1-2. Skied in the air to straightaway left. Minoso is right there as he'll put it away without much problem for the second out. Digging in, Russell Martin, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. Here's the first pitch.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him, but when you're facing a guy like this, you don't want him to get too comfortable in that batter's box.
Just does manage to get a piece there as this is bounced foul. Here's the 1-1. Go-ahead runs in scoring position here with 2 down. Hit the other way out toward right field. Ordonez is under it, and he makes the catch for out number 3. So it's no runs on a hit, no errors, and a man left. So one will win it here as we go to the bottom of inning number 10. All tied at 1-1. Jesse Barfield is into the game as a defensive replacement now as he takes over in right.
Now playing right field, number 29, Jesse Barfield.
Ready for the bottom of the 10th here, and that'll bring in the first-year catcher, A.J. Pierzynski.
Leading off for the White Sox, the catcher, A.J.
And the pitch.
At the ball. Count 1-0.
Into his windup, here comes the 1-0. A ball and a strike now. The 1-1. Hit softly down the line at first. And the off-balance throw gets him. Nice play for the out. So striding in, Louis Aparicio. He singled his last time up.
Yeah, guys, everyone knows he's been slumping. Dan, you can certainly attest to this, only amassing a solid 1 hit in your entire career. But pressure's off now. Maybe he gets hot. Looked like he was going to wait him out, see if he was going to come over the heart of the plate. Well, newsflash, he is, and this hitter's going to adjust his batting gloves, and he better be ready in the box.
That's popped up. Hill is under it. 2 down.
Up next to the White Sox.
Now back to the top of the lineup. Stepping in, Ray Durham. On the night, he's 2 for 4 with a pair of singles. First delivery to him on the way. Here's a strike with the breaking ball. Slider gets the outside. That's a strike.
He knows his strengths and weaknesses at the plate. He knows he has a cold zone away. But the bottom line is this pitcher has been able to execute to that spot. If he misses over the heart of the plate, this guy's still going to be ready.
And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. 1, 2, 3 go the White Sox. Still tied 1 apiece. Eleventh inning set to get underway, and digging in is the big-time power threat, Josh Donaldson. He's set. Here it comes. Sends that one out of play for strike 1. A 1-1 count now to Donaldson. There's ball 2 as the slider dips below the zone. Skied into very shallow right. Ordonez is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. Ready once again, Vernon Wells. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Popped him up. Durham ranging into the outfield. He gets there and makes the play for the second out of the inning.
Now back.
So stepping in, Tony Batista. Becomes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch.
1-0.
The set and the 1-0. And this misses as well, so it goes to 2-0 now on the Jays shortstop.
2 outs here, and the focus needs to stay sharp. You don't want that lineup turning over in an inning if you can help it.
Fielded cleanly. Throw onto the big target of Frank Thomas will take care of him, and that will end the inning. Blue Jays go down in order. Score remains tied 1-1. Ready for another chance? Minnie Minoso. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day.
Number 9.
Here's the first pitch to him. High in the air out towards shallow right. Barfield has to come in a few steps, but he has it for route number 1. Digging in, Frank Thomas. First pitch on its way. And he got him out in front that time. Strike 1. Ball 1.
Listen, I'm not trying to make up an excuse, but this is this guy's 5th inning of work in this game out of the bullpen. Are you kidding me? Nobody goes 5 innings anymore.
The 1-1. Taken, strike 2. One out, nobody on. And he fouls this one off. Another 1-2 delivery. Hammered the other way to deep right field. Looking up is the right fielder. Ball game! A solo shot here to straightaway right field. And with one swing of the bat, this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get into extra innings, you're always looking for that one guy to step up and be that hero. And this guy was the hero tonight. What does he do? Steps up with a walk-off home run to end this thing in extras.
Guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well-deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every test with flying colors.
Close one tonight, 2-1 the final score. Esteban Loaiza claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that's a wrap here tonight. For Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, and Heidi Watney, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching MLB The Show. For more, find us on Twitter at MLB The Show.
Our final line score tonight. First for the victorious White Sox, 2 runs, 10 hits. No errors. They left 9 runners on base. For the Blue Jays, 1 run on 3 hits. No errors. They left 2 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 33 minutes. Thank you for joining us here tonight. And we remind you to please drive home safely.